You're still watching Newsday here on Arise News. Thank you for staying with us. To sports now, Afcon 2023 has concluded its group stage on Wednesday, featuring stunning goals. Now, only 16 teams remain in the tournament, setting the stage for thrilling encounters. As the Super Eagles kick off the next round with a familiar foe, Cameroon, Arise correspondent Aaron Akerejola joins us now from Abidjan, the Ivory Coast capital, to preview the round of 16 as it begins today on Saturday. Good afternoon, Aaron. It's good to see you.
All right, good afternoon. Yes, I must actually say that all is set. If our guys can help us with the audio, thank you very much. But all is set for the match today that will be taking place at the Felix Ofue-Boigny Stadium, talking about that particular venue where the indomitable Lions of Cameroon did beat the Super Eagles of Nigeria in the 1984 Afcon finals. So they are probably hoping that lightning will strike twice in the same venue. We'd have to wait and see, but one thing is certain, the Super Eagles are all ready to fire today, with the coach knowing that defensive frailties that probably bedeviled this particular team before the Afcon has all been put to rest, knowing that the Super Eagles in 3 games have only conceded 1 goal, and that was against Equatorial Guinea in the opening exchanges at the beginning of the Afcon for the Super Eagles in Group A. And right now, they are stronger, if you would ask me. But save the fact that the Super Eagles have failed to find the back of the net with relative ease, understanding that other countries with lesser talent, other countries with lesser firepower, have found the net with relative ease. The Super Eagles will need to put up a performance in front of goal in the final third, in the 80-yard box, where it matters the most if they are to progress to the next round. We've been saying this, if you snooze, you lose. It's literally the name of the game in this particular competition. There are no second takes this time around. It is the round of 16, it is the knockout stage, and more importantly, one team will be progressing after 90 minutes tonight.
Very good, Aaron. Now, realistically, it took an own goal for the Super Eagles to get to this round at this stage of Afcon. Are we likely to see more proactiveness, especially for the fans out here?
Okay, you're speaking about proactiveness. Now, the beauty about the game is this. Sometimes when you are defensively solid, it takes a toll, or probably the downside is you might not be that fluid in attack. And that has been the case for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. But big question marks have been raised about our own striker, the talisman of the team, the lethal striker we have within the ranks of the Super Eagles, who happens to be the best player on the continent. His name is Victor Osimhen. He's only scored 1 goal, but some would say he's created 1 or 2 opportunities, because the penalty kick in the second game came from his particular play, but he hasn't done enough. He hasn't really stirred the waters. He hasn't really rippled the cords as much as he should have. In this competition, he's had the chances, but he has failed to bury them. We know the pressure is upon him, but that is part of the game. Pressure is the name of the game. He needs to get used to it, and he needs to start delivering for the fans, because the fans are utterly disappointed that Victor Osimhen, the best player from Africa, just has 1 goal to his name, while some are actually boasting of 5 in the same competition, in the same number of games.
All right then, but then we are seeing a response to that particular call, where they're saying that the call for Victor Osimhen, Samuel Chukwueze, and even Moses Simon to be more clinical in front of the goal. Raji has said that it's the responsibility of the team as a whole, and not just on one individual. But let's talk about the possible inclusion of Kelechi Iheanacho in the match day against Cameroon. Whose decision is that going to be? Is it something that's going to be discussed among the team? Is it something we're going to see, or we're just going to wait to see if Coach Jose Peseiro is the one that's going to make that decision?
Of course, the box up as the table of the coach, talking about Jose Peseiro. And as we speak, the truth is this: Kelechi Promise Iheanacho has been itching for game time at this Afcon. This is a man that has played the Afcon, so he knows what it feels like. His blood is literally boiling at this point in time. He just wants to get onto the pitch and actually give his own quota. In the last fixture, he was utterly disappointed that he was left out of the team completely, because he was actually warming up on the sidelines, hoping to actually come through The buck stops at the table of the coach. But one thing is certain. Kelechi promised Iheanacho will be coming into this team and he'll be giving the needed vitality and also some impetus in attack. But the question is not creating chances. The question is burying the chances. Can the team bury the chances? We've created quite a number of chances, but they fluff their lives time and time again. We need to have people that are clinical in front of goal. Those that probably they take their chances as it comes and not wait for 2, 3, 4, 5 chances. We've come to that stage whereby we cannot make up for the numbers because time is not certainly on our side. It is 90 minutes for both teams, or maybe worst case scenario, 120 minutes. Whatever you do, one team must score way more than the other to determine who wins. So it could be from 12 yards in this penalty box, or it could be from open play in 90 minutes or 120 minutes, as the case may be. 9 p.m. today, the rubber meets the road. This is where destiny has called the Super Eagles to, and I hope they actually answer and probably banish that demon or take the monkey off the back from what happened at the same stadium in 1984 when Nigeria took on Cameroon.
Very good, Aaron. Just before you go, I know when it comes to prophetics, but what are your predictions here between Nigeria and Cameroon? And briefly, what are your thoughts on Cape Verde? They seem surprisingly sharp at goal as well.
All right, I want to say that I'm favoring the Super Eagles to actually win 2-1. The Super Eagles do have what it takes. The indomitable Lions of Cameroon are not the same indomitable Lions of Cameroon we've seen in time past. They've always had joy against us in the Nations Cup, although we beat them in the 2019 Afcon en route to the quarterfinals and on. But let's see how things will actually play out. But I am favoring the Super Eagles to actually win 2-1 tonight.
All right, then thank you so much, Aaron Akarajola. Thank you for your analysis and time here on Newsday.